Testing, 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 testing. Can you hear me? Hey, Spot, can you hear me? Hey, hey, excellent. All right. Nice. Okay. And we are back. All right, let's try this again, hopefully with less crashing. And I'll probably stick around for like another half hour or so, maybe a little bit longer. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I won't crash in that time. But I did want to go over this real quick since I started it. And so basically just go into wire mode and just hand place wires. And you just kind of line it up as best you can. It's not going to be perfect, but in the end, most of the stuff that you attach to these wires, you're not going to be able to tell much. Hey, Christy. Back but lurking, that's all right. Glad you're listening in. So yeah, you just line this up and then drop the wire. And so, a thing to note about this is when you come in here and put the wire in the opposite direction, it flips the snap point. And this is really the easiest to tell with the capillary shell. So here we've got it going up, and there it goes down. And so some objects, or a lot of objects, it's not really necessary to, it doesn't matter which way you go. But for some things, like the capillary shell or this skull over here, those are very direction specific. So you have to kind of play around with test out which direction, if you don't remember which direction does what. But generally speaking, like starting at the top and going down is how you get a lot of things the most things to line up properly. But at the same time, you can also flip it around if that's the look that you need. So I'll just put some more wires around. And I chose the larger octo cabinet. So you can do a smaller octo cabinet for lots of little objects, or a really large octo cabinet for much larger objects. And the idea scales really nicely. And so you don't have larger objects too close together. It gets kind of jumbled up if everything's too close together. But this can help avoid that a bit. All right, you kind of got to finagle this a little bit as you go around. This is one of the times where it gets a little tedious. But after you get the hang of it, it's not too bad after a time of doing it. And you just continue to place them around. And it's something that's really easy to do. And if people are having issues with getting the timing down for glitch building, or they, you know, don't have a mouse and it's really hard to glitch build with a keyboard. This is something that people can do that's pretty easy, and just the possibilities are endless once you put it all together. And one of the cool things about the Octo cabinet is that you can then come down here and build on the base. And you can do the same thing, just kind of eyeball, because there's not a real definitive center on some of these sides. And you just kind of line it up as best you can. And I forgot what led me to this place. Yes, we're back, Crisscross. Thanks for migrating over after the crash. This is my third stream and second crashed stream. So that's a thing that I got to figure out. However, I am going to be building a new desktop soonish, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. And, fully decked out with all the fans, but not only fans, maybe a cooling system too. And so we're back on the Octo cabinet, and we're just placing these wires around. We've got a top set of wires, and we got the bottom set of wires. And I'm starting out at the top down. This is super easy to do. One of the things I want to show people with this, and it's something that I'm going to hit on a lot more in various streams as time goes on, and that is to show sort of that there's like a middle ground to glitch building, that you don't have to dive in the deep end, and it doesn't have to be overwhelming, and you can do glitch build like things without learning some of the bigger techniques that are all about timing. So another thing I like to do is come up here on top and put a wire. So I've got a snap point right there in the center. You can mess with it till it's perfect, or you don't have to. Like I said before, it doesn't have to be perfect. Once you get all of the objects glitched in, it they kind of blend in so much that it's hard. You can't really tell if it's just a little bit off. So let's go over here and see what we can toss around. You can do something like this. Let's see. See what color do we want to go with. Let's go for red. And it's generally a good idea to start with the larger objects down at the bottom. Okay, Spot, cool. Gotta crash. Catch y'all later. You have a good evening, and I will see you around for sure. Have a good night. And then we can just glitch these around. And you can also, after a while of doing this, you can kind of figure out where those other points are, and you don't have to necessarily go all the way around. Some of them you'll have to. Oops, got it on the wrong one that time. And that's, the basis. That's the basis of using the octo cabinet. And then we can come in here and let's just do the capillary shell. And let's make that red too. And it kind of gives layers to the design. And you can even come back in here and let's see what we can do. Let's see. Let's see, what's the size of that? Nope, that one's not quite sticking through. But we can stick it back over here. Yeah, kind of cool, but not quite digging that one. You can just literally go through here and pick so many things to just add in. Let's see. Let's take a look, see what the igneous crystal looks like on that bottom bit. Oh, that actually kind of has an interesting vibe. Let's do a couple more. Yeah. Oh, hey, Pancakes. How's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. We're just doing a little bit of sort of glitch building. It's really basic glitch building that has a when you put it all together, it's a simple form to build, and then it has some fantastic results. I had no idea that this was going to go this well. That looks freaking cool. I like this a lot, actually. So now, and we can always come in here and dress it up. We can add some other layers. And let's see what we can, let's see if we can find something to add that's going to add and not really take away from what we've already done. So this has an interesting vibe. Like I was starting to say before the stream crashed earlier, this I wanted to show how beginners, people that are just starting off in the realm of glitch building, can dive right in, and there's some intermediate steps that you can take that aren't so overwhelming, and you don't have to figure out the exact perfect button mashing sequence slash timing in order to get some of the other uh, glitches to work right. And this is a way to do something, like I said, simple to set up, but the effects look a lot more complicated than what you would imagine they would be. And so again, we can come back in here. One of my favorite things to use is the curly coral. And yeah, I think we'll just stick with red just to see what that looks like. That's not really sticking out very much. Let's try that again. Let's go up. And that's kind of all right. It's not the it's not the coolest. It's not my favorite. In fact, I'll delete that. Oh, thanks, Pancakes. I appreciate that. And so, yeah, so wiring, what we're doing when I build these wires is we're creating a snap point. This little place right here, that little place where you would normally connect another wire. But what we're doing is we're going into here and we're finding an object, and then we hit once we find the object, we're hitting the wire button. Like, that's the wiring mode enabled. And so we put that wherever we want to, whichever snap point we want to put it on, hover over it. Once it lights up like this, then we'll hit the toggle wire again, and then what is that button? That is the R2 move. Let's see, what is it? R2 is the place wire. So what we're going to do is find this object, hit the wire button that goes into the wiring mode, and then you hit that same button in conjunction with place wire, the R2 if you're on PlayStation. You hit those at the same time. And then that drops that object on the wire point that you set it on. Hey, Enra, thanks for popping in. Welcome in. We're just going over the basics of that octo cabinet. And I'm just showing just the real simplified version, and came out with something really cool and unexpected. I did not expect it to look this cool. And we've got the igneous rock, the what do you call it? Igneous crystal, the glitching separator, the chitinous cage, and then we've got the capillary shells. Thanks, Inra. Yeah, and crisscross, that's exactly it. You can put you wherever you want the object to be, you can just place the wire. And like so, to carry on this sort of vibe, we'll put on this wire point, we'll put that chitinous cage in the center. Although this is a little bit off center. But like I said before, once you get everything glitched in, it'll be really difficult to see that that's slightly off. And then, but I want something a little more glowy right in here. So let's take a look. Let's get rid of this. And we'll go back to the menu. Let's see, what can I... You've done a little bit of glitching there, crisscross, just a little bit. Not much, not much. If you don't know who Crisscross is, definitely check out Crisscross on YouTube. If anyone can drop that link in, that would be appreciated. Not much in a while, but like you have a treasure trove of knock your socks off stuff I can't even wrap my brain around. I don't have any of the links set up within the system yet, Christy. I haven't had a chance to get all those set up. But yeah, so moving on. Let's see. Also, if you've never seen INRA or Krusty, definitely get them checked out. Check out their channels. They've got some really great stuff. All right, let's check out the anemone. And I like sticking with the red, so let's go with the red again. And we will hit, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a nice little addition without taking anything away or blocking anything else. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate that. Oh, look at that. Check that out. That's really nice looking. All right. Let me see if there's anything that'll work on this top point. Let's take a look here. Is that gonna... no. Not quite. Not quite what I'm looking for. Let's see. Something. Yeah, you've got a lot of Diablo content, but dig a minute through Crisscross's stuff and you will find some of the most spectacular builds in No Man's Sky. And that's what I got to say about that. All right, let's go over here. Nope. Wrong way. Let's see. Not sure what to put on the top. Okay, I'll just go for... One of the things I can say is sometimes try something silly, even when you think it's probably not going to work. Because sometimes you might surprise yourself. And I actually kind of like this. So the thing about these bubble tubes is you got to kind of anchor them back. So you got to put another one going through the octo cabinet. And so you drop this one on that. And if you try to make that point down, it just flips into a different orientation. So it just kind of flips back and forth. So you gotta go back here, drop that, and then you can come down in front, drop that down, if it'll cooperate. There we go. All right. Okay, that's actually looking pretty cool. Oh yeah. That was very unexpected. Did not think it was going to go that direction, but I like it. That is pretty darn cool. And kind of my approach to a lot of this, a lot of building in general, is just start with a piece. Pick out a piece that you just take a look at. Just go through the build menu and find a piece that you want to work with, and just grab it, and then start with it. And the best thing about it is if it doesn't look right, you just delete it and move on to the next item. That's kind of the beauty of how building works. It's just so easy. So right here, since I've got the bubble pipe coming through from the other side, but I need it on that glitch point, you just have to be careful and come in at the right spot and hit that glitch point. I'll go ahead and let's see, where did I? Yep, that's it. Just go ahead and finish the rest of this out while we're on it. Hit those capillary shells. And it does get kind of tricky the more items you add in order to get it on the right snap point. The more you do this, the easier it is to recognize where the appropriate snap point is located. At the same time, even I will mess it up sometimes frequently. So yeah, had to grab some water there. Had a frog in my throat. Oh, see, there I did it. Oh, but wait. Wait, does that look better? Does the cage look better there or closer in? That's a question. Let's see. Is too much? Sometimes two is too much. Sometimes we deal in the currency of happy accidents. And that might be where we're at right now. I am a huge fan of Bob Ross and happy accidents. Yeah, I agree, Enra. Like, it's looking way cool. Oops. Uh-oh. All right. Oh no! Cascade deletion! Oh shit. All right. That's all right. We got this. Okay. Oh, I did it again. Ah, that's hilarious. Ah, fuck it. We'll just leave it. Hilarious. All right, let's take a look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that is too cool. That's pretty amazing. I like it. And check out how it fits into the landing pad. It just adds a whole other dimension to it. Just fits nicely in there. All right. And let's see, what else do we have? Got to do some more bubble tubes. Oops. Accidentally created a wire. There we go. Now we're talking. All right. Cooperate. There we go. Okay, there might be a way that I can do this where I don't have a dozen extra pipes in there. I don't know. I might have to mess with that at another time. Yes, it's completely meant to do that. Completely meant to do that, Inra. All right, let's see. There we go. Oh, yeah. We really need to be able to have everything in motion while we're in camera mode. Like, at least toggle it. It would be nice to be able to toggle. Oh, I know what I forgot. I didn't add all of the anemones back in. Let's see. Anemones. All right. Let's see. Okay, oops. This is where it gets tricky to get everything in the right place. Sometimes an item in the wrong place will just get buried in there, and you know what? It's just in the wrong place, and you can't see it unless you know to look for it. And we just let it ride, because that's the name of the game sometimes. All right, let me see if I can reach in and grab it out. Let's see, can I do that? Nope, cannot do that. All right, it's gonna bug me if I don't get this. It's just is. That's the way it is sometimes. Come on, get out of there. Ah, it took everything. Rude. So very rude. All right. It's okay. We can just build it back again and hope I don't screw it up again. Okay, that's... Sometimes I forget what order I did all the things in. And sometimes I just keep messing up. Let's see if we can get this to work. Okay. There we go. That one is correct. Let's grab the cage. We gotta... Sometimes just it's about getting the correct angle. And then there we go. There we got it. That's the ticket. And there we have it. One heck of a glitch stack. Oh, wait. Let's see. I want to find something to put in the middle of this. Let's see. What should we put in here? Let's see. So that's probably going to look weird, but we're going to try it anyway. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Let's try... Let's see, what can we try? Any suggestions from anyone? Anyone have an idea of what I could put in here? Guess I could put a light fissure. Could try out a hex plate bush. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh, not bad. Not bad at all. That's kind of cool. At least until I find something better to put there. Mirrored Diplo statues. Oh. Let's see. I will need to create a new wire. And while we're at it, let's let's do this. Let's go ahead and put a whole cross section in here if I can get this. Sorry for the jerking camera, everyone. Here we go. All right. There. Now we've got a crisscross. All right. Let's see. Let's get the Diplo statue. Should we do bronze? Yeah, let's try bronze. Let's see what bronze gets us. And so for when you're doing this kind of thing here, how you get it on the different snap points, going the different directions on the same spot, is to go around to each point. This is just sort of like a guide. You don't have to exactly do this, but I go to that point in front, and then I move over to that center point, and it should align it. And so you get that. And then you come over and do the same thing. All right, Inra. Oh, not Inra. That's Kiri. Hey, yeah. You should definitely do some glitch builds. You should definitely do some glitch builds. All right. Where was I? Oh yeah. Derp. There we go. And now we've got the 4 Diplo statues in the center. And then we can do something like, oh, I know. Let's do this. Let's drop a lantern in the middle to give it that extra glow. And so, oops. So when you look at this, you've got this gray kind of going up, and there's a little beige, and it kind of blends in, and it kind of goes back and forth between gray and beige. And then you've got the slight blue cast of the bubble pipes, and then the blue in the top of the octo cabinet. And then you've got all the lights kind of, you can see how the color all kind of blends in together, and it takes your eyes in different places as you scan across. And you can see how color can often make all the difference in what you're doing. Another thing you can do is glitch things on these outside points. These 4 outside points. And then put something completely different in the center. Or you can just do stuff just like this. and just let that be that. So yeah, there we have it. Just the real simple octo cabinet. And pay attention to Enra's stuff because he is going to have a video coming out soon. Several videos coming out soon about a multitude of things. So keep an eye out for that. And with that, I'm going to call it a night. This was a lot of fun. Thank you all for joining me, and thank you to all the ones who came over after my laptop froze on me. Hopefully, um, getting a desktop soon will make that not an issue anymore, and we'll go from there. Well, like I said, thanks again. I am Dashboard Devil, and we're going to sign off for the night. Have a good night. Thanks for dropping by, and I'll see you again.